cheating.
y'all want to do a tournament, guys, I think that would be fire, bro. Like if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai,
Oh my
fix your
gosh,
shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. It's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
About your account. Like,
Anybody?
what do you
Oh, choose your player name.
He's single. Anybody in the chat want him?
Nigga, bye.
So
Anybody single in the chat?
As God is my witness, this is my last time ever trying to bring together 16 streamers for a tournament. I set the date 10 days in advance with the time!
Alright guys, let's talk about Jynxzi. This streamer has attempted to run 3 different tournaments for his fellow creators, and every single time, the exact same chaos has unfolded. We're talking about a Valorant lineup that completely imploded overnight, a Rocket League bracket that got ditched just as quickly, and a Clash Royale collaboration that famously ended with someone simply walking out mid-call. Now, if this happened once or twice, you might call it bad luck. But when you see the same precise pattern play out 3 separate times, that's not just unfortunate, that's a serious problem. And honestly, the wildest part is that Jynxzi always seems to be the only one genuinely surprised when it all falls apart again. So, what exactly goes wrong? Let's dive into the clearest example.
I just seen this clip. It says Jynxzi reveals his 40 streamer Valorant tournament has been canceled and moved to next weekend due to creators flaking within the last 24 hours. What is up with all these creators giving Jynxzi the short end of the stick, bro? Actually, no, I know what it is because he's genuinely a nice guy and people in this time take kindness for weakness. They see it as convenience, bro. I literally seen on YouTube a 20-minute compilation of streamers taking advantage of Jynxzi's kindness, bro. This dude is one of the most humble stand-up people. He stays out the way, minds his business. All he wants to do is just generate good content and bring people together, and they're playing with his head top and disrespect him every single time he does it.
Alright guys, let's talk about the absolute nightmare Jynxzi went through with his Valorant tournament. I mean, Jynxzi had this massive 40 streamer Valorant tournament completely organized and ready to go. Seriously, this was one of the biggest lineups anyone had ever attempted to put together on the platform. Think about that for a second. Coordinating schedules for 40 different streamers? That's a monumental task all on its own, and that's before a single match even gets played. Now, factor in all the other behind-the-scenes work needed for an event of that scale, and you start to grasp just how much effort Jynxzi poured into this. But here's the kicker. After all that tireless work, making sure everything was perfect, people started dropping out. Not weeks in advance, not days, but within the final 24 hours before the whole thing was supposed to kick off.
Chat, listen, boys. We were gonna do a Valorant tournament today. Relax, let me explain. We were gonna do a Valorant tournament today, but a bunch of people canceled in the last like 24 hours, and we just like, it was just cooked. So we're gonna be able to do it next week, 100%. It's not canceled. It's postponed. Holy late. You are late, bro. Shut up.
Next week? Oh, we are absolutely diving into this. 100%.
It's not canceled. It's postponed. Holy late. You are late, bro. Shut up.
Alright, so the real problem here isn't just that people dropped out, it's when they did it. I mean, come on. If they'd bailed a week or even a few days beforehand, maybe Jynxzi could have pulled in some replacements. But no. We're talking about cancellations within the last 24 hours, and so many of them that Jynxzi had no choice but to push the whole thing to the next weekend. Now, if this was a one-off, you might just call it rough luck. But here's the kicker. It wasn't. This had literally just happened before, with a completely different game. Jynxzi had set up a 16-streamer Rocket League tournament, and he really thought he'd covered all his bases. He announced it a full 10 days ahead of time, even including the exact start time. But that didn't stop it from falling apart.
My witness, this is my last time ever trying to bring together 16 streamers for a tournament. PBM is late, XQC is asleep, Arky's not even here, and then Ron and Marlon told me last minute, 45 minutes before the tournament started, that they have a flight at 8:30.
Alright guys, let's be real. That flight wasn't booked before these streamers got invited to Jynxzi's tournament. I mean, come on. So instead of respecting Jynxzi's time, these folks booked a flight anyway, knowing full well they were signed up for Jynxzi's event that day. And then, talk about a slap in the face. They waited until a mere 45 minutes before the tournament began to tell Jynxzi they couldn't make it. It really can't get any clearer. Some streamers have absolutely no respect for Jynxzi. But then, one of the people who actually showed up on time made a point that the entire internet immediately agreed with.
Late. How
Jynxzi,
do Ron and Martin have a flight at 8?
because the average streamer doesn't have a schedule. The average streamer doesn't.
And I
go to
respect
places
that.
on
That's
time.
why I said that 10 days in advance. I said the date 10 days in advance with the time!
Alright, guys, let's be real. If a streamer isn't even bothering with a schedule to begin with, then completely bailing on something you agreed to attend? That just screams, I don't care. And it's not like they had some last-minute conflict that evening. Come on, they wouldn't have signed up for the tournament if their schedule was already packed, right? Meanwhile, another streamer, hours away in a totally different time zone, had been sitting there, ready to go, for what felt like forever.
You're being on time.
Oh, no problem, mate. I've been ready since 9 p.m. for you, Jynxzi.
Yeah, and Jins, this is why I love you, because I knew you'd be.
Alright guys, huge respect to Angry Jynxzi here, who actually showed up and respected the tournament Jynxzi put together for all these streamers. But let's be real, what Angry Jynxzi didn't require some crazy amount of effort, so there's really no excuse for the other streamers not to show up on time. What's even worse, Angry Jynxzi wasn't even on the same continent as the people who couldn't manage to turn their computers on, yet he still managed to be in the lobby before every single one of them. But if you thought that was bad, buckle up, because Jynxzi's third tournament was a whole new level of disrespect. He tried to arrange a Clash Royale collab with Kai Kara France and AMP, and trust me, this one takes it somewhere else entirely. This wasn't just about people running late. This was a live, real-time slap in the face. Jynxzi put in all the work, his idea, his planning, his excitement. He gets on the call, ready to explain the rules, and the moment Jynxzi starts talking about inviting people into the game, the room just talks right over him.
A tournament? Guys, I think that would be fire, bro. Like, if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai,
Oh my
fix your
gosh,
shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your account, go to social, and then go to invite friend. It's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy
Hey, anybody in the chat want him?
Think about your account.
Anybody?
Like, what do you
Oh, choose your player name.
He's single. Anybody in the chat want him?
Goodbye.
So
Anybody single in the chat?
chat. I don't even know if this is gonna happen, bro. I don't even know if a single word I've said it.
Yeah, spam boy about to smack shit.
Can you guys hear me?
He tough.
So here's the kicker. Jynxzi's own chat was questioning if the tournament would even go down. Think about that. Jynxzi had put the whole event together, yet he couldn't even keep 30 consecutive seconds of attention on his own stream. And if you thought that was bad, just wait. It gets much, much worse.
Kai's doing an IRL?
What's this?
Wait, is it
No, be right back. No explanation. Kai just switched to his IRL setup, got up, and walked away, leaving Jynxzi sitting there confused in front of his own audience. Now it didn't take long for Kai's own chat to start spamming El Kai, and even the people rooting for him knew that one wasn't a good look.
what am I doing? Why does it Al Kai? No, tell Jynxzi. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jynxzi, bro. Tell Jynxzi they had something planned IRL.
Tell Jynxzi they had something planned IRL, and respect to Jynxzi, because he handled it as well as you can in that situation. Because instead of causing a scene, he just said he didn't know what had happened, said he was heading to the gym, and ended the stream.
I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up attorney.
Kai did eventually come back with an explanation, but I'll let you decide for yourself whether it was genuine or not. I didn't want to do the IRL shit.
They want to do the IRL shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell Jynxzi I didn't want to do it. I'm not doing the IRL shit, gang. I'm not. No. Tell him come back. He got on for real? Jynxzi ended for real? Oh, God. Bro, they got an IRL. Chat, listen. I told everybody, let's do this shit with Jynxzi. Oh, my God. This shit's stressing me out, bro. I don't want to do the IRL. I'd rather do this shit with Jynxzi, gang. When CB first came in here, I said, no, I don't want to do IRL. I literally just said that.
I literally just said that. Convenient, except that explanation only shows up once the backlash is already rolling in. If the internet hadn't reacted, that clarification probably wouldn't happen. To me, it looks like he wasn't responding to Jynxzi being left confused on his own stream. He was responding to his own chat turning on him. So after 3 tournaments falling apart, Someone online suggested the obvious fix. Stop inviting big names entirely and just run these things with his own viewers instead. And honestly, the instinct behind that isn't wrong. His viewers would show up. They'd show up early. Probably even the same way Jynxzi did from a completely different time zone. But there's a reason it's not that simple, and it comes down to how his own community has behaved before, not toward him, but toward the people closest to him.
This is the first time I'm ever going to actually sit down and have an actual serious conversation with chat. When I first met Cassie, bro, like we were just literally just doing streams, bro. It was just funny shit. You know, and like obviously, bro, we started streaming a lot. You guys liked her, I liked her, and then I met her, bro. And then when I met her, bro, I actually had like genuine, real like feelings for a girl for the first time in, I don't even know, 5 years, bro. And I'm just gonna be honest, bro, the internet completely ruined it. Ever since we did that stream, she basically just gets harassed like all.
All right, guys, let's be real. Whether every single detail from that whole mess is spot on or not, the overall picture of how his community treats people in his personal life, it's not a flattering one. So, suddenly thinking you can just drop those same people into a competitive setup with actual trash talk and real stakes, that's hardly the clean fix it might sound like from the outside. He'd just be swapping one huge problem for a completely different one. And when you actually look at the pattern across these three situations, it stops looking random pretty fast. The Valorant tournament? People just quietly ghosted. The Rocket League one? Same story. But this time they had a full 10 days notice that everyone still ignored. And then there's the Clash Royale collaboration. This wasn't people failing to show up at all. Nope. This was people actually showing up, only to get up and walk right out halfway through, live, in front of tens of thousands of viewers. 3 unrelated instances of bad timing? Come on. This is the exact same blatant disregard, just getting more direct and public with each escalating incident.
Every single time he has been disrespected, bro, Jynxzi just takes it on his shoulder and smiles, bro. He doesn't get mad about it. He just literally charges it to the game and just keeps going forward. He is he is literally the biggest streamer right now. He has damn near 100,000 subscribers on Twitch, and he does that every single month. No subathon, no real big events, just him and his community, bro. And people just treat him like he's some type of...
As Cenat said, through every single version of it, he handles it the exact same way. He absorbs it, chalks it down to the game, and shows up the next day at his normal time like nothing happened. That composure is genuinely admirable. It's also, unfortunately, part of why this keeps happening to him and not to someone else. So here's the real question. When 3 separate tournaments, 3 separate games, and 3 separate groups of people all end the exact same way, is that really just a string of bad luck that keeps happening to one guy? Or is there something about how Jynxzi gets treated that everyone's been quietly letting slide? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, smack the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you in the next one.